Not today, Zurg.
Your favorite Disney movies almost started and ended in very different ways. Keep watching to the end to discover which alternate opening idea didn't go to waste because it got used in the movie sequel. Mulan Opening. We're so excited for the live-action remake of Mulan.
I will bring honor to us all.
But did you know the original animated feature could have had a very different beginning? The opening that made the final cut featured the terrifying villain Shan Yu and his Han army invading China. But the movie makers drew up a storyboard for an alternate opening scene.
In the magical land of China, there lived a girl named Mulan.
It features Mulan's daydream about defeating Shan Yu, saving China, and being rewarded by the emperor. Spoiler alert! We're glad Disney didn't give away the entire plot. The Lion King Ending. The Lion King is another Disney animated feature that has been giving a remake.
A true king searches for what he can give.
The 2019 version faithfully tracks the plot of the original. However, the 1994 original could have turned out quite a bit darker if this alternate ending had made the final cut. An early concept for the fight scene had Simba show mercy to Scar up on Pride Rock, only to have Scar kick him over the edge. Scar was so busy celebrating with an evil laugh that he didn't notice the flames that engulfed him. We then cut to a shot of Simba alive and well, if a little scorched, nuzzling a lioness. In the actual movie, of course, Scar met his end at the paws of the hyenas.
No, you don't understand.
Which was inspired by an alternate ending for another movie. Beauty and the Beast Ending. In the 1991 animated movie Beauty and the Beast,
You came back.
we watched Gaston plummet into the ravine after battling the Beast on the castle tower. But in an alternate version, Gaston and Beast battled in a forest. Belle hit Gaston with a rock and he fell off a cliff. Wolves then set upon him. That version was deemed too gruesome, but it was later reworked for the 1994 movie The Lion King with hyenas instead of wolves. Sword in the Stone Opening. The 50th anniversary Blu-ray release of Sword in the Stone revealed an alternate opening to the 1963 movie.
All I know is that someone will be coming.
The opening that made the final cut showed Wart in the woods on a hunting trip with Kay. Wart goes looking for Kay's lost arrow and comes across Merlin's cottage. The alternate opening, however, is much more sinister. The villainous Madame Mim sends her raven to find Prince Arthur,
and then take over his throne.
and the bird catches an arrow that Wart shoots. The raven draws Wart deep into the dangerous wood for Madame Mim and the Black Knight to capture. Fortunately, Merlin rescues him. Phew! The Incredibles Opening. Director Brad Bird originally planned to start The Incredibles by introducing Bob and Helen Parr as regular people.
We are now officially moved in.
Yeah, well, that's great, honey.
He then wanted to gradually reveal that they're superheroes. So in this alternate opening, we see the couple meeting their neighbors at a barbecue. Helen gets into a debate, defending her motherhood against the corporate world.
You consider raising a family nothing?
This distracts Bob to the point that he smacks a knife down on his fingers. Of course, he doesn't injure himself, but he has to pretend that he did to keep his cover. It's a funny scene, and we kind of wish they'd gone with this version. Robin Hood Ending. Just like in the actual ending, we see Robin Hood jump off a castle to escape capture in the alternate version. Where it differs, though, is that Robin gets injured. Little John takes him to a cottage and Maid Marian helps, but Prince John sneaks up on them with a plan to finish them off in a gruesome way. Fortunately, King Richard saves the day. What a relief! Zootopia Opening. The alternate opening for Zootopia still features a young Judy and her friends putting on a show, but rather than Judy's parents lecturing her about the restrictions of what she can be, it's her teacher instead.
I'm saying that what you want to be should be realistic.
The version that made the final cut is also more dramatic because Judy gets hurt, but still goes ahead with her heroic act to save Bobby. Treasure Planet Ending. The 2002 movie Treasure Planet isn't as well known as the other films on this list, but it's got a cult following.
Mom, I was just getting to the best part.
And it's also got an alternate ending. In the alternate version, Jim Hawkins still meets up with his mother, but this version is a lot simpler than the one that made the final cut. Jim and his mom rebuild the end together. And that's it! It sure is a feel-good ending, but not nearly as interesting as the official ending. In the actual movie, Jim joined the Interstellar Academy as a military cadet. The Little Mermaid Ending. The ending of The Little Mermaid that we all know features Ursula growing to gigantic proportions. Eric finally defeats her by driving the ship's sharp point into her huge body. However, it could have played out differently. You'll be glad to hear the Sea Witch is still defeated, but it's more of a team effort.
Come on!
The co-director John Musker shared an alternate version of the climax of the movie, where the battle scene involves Sebastian, Ariel, and Flounder too. Instead of a big ship, Eric only has a tiny rowboat, and Sebastian helps Eric by passing him the trident to attack Ursula with. Toy Story opening. Toy Story has lots of alternate scenes, including a different opening to the first movie in the franchise. Rather than being all about Woody, which is the version that made the cut,
Okay, everybody. Coast is clear.
this alternate opening zoomed in on Buzz Lightyear instead. He's shown defeating Zurg, and it's totally interesting because the idea of a face-off between Buzz and Zurg got reused as the opening for Toy Story 2. So that's a wrap on 10 alternate beginnings and endings to your favorite Disney movies. Which ones do you prefer in the final cut? Let us know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to The Things for more videos like this one, and don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.